How's it going, YouTube? My name is Trey. Today I'm going to be showing you a few examples of recursion in Java. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Alright, let's get straight to the code. Alright, so for those of you who don't know what recursion is, recursion means for a method to call on itself. So for our first example, we're going to print out the phrase fusion. This example is inspired by my favorite TV show, Dragon Ball Z. In order for a recursion method to stop calling itself, it needs a base case. So for the example, we're going to pass in a number in our main method, which would be 3. Then when we call on this method, it's going to be decremented every time it's called on by itself. So we have if number is equal to 0 or number is greater than 3, then we'll print out done, which signifies that the method should stop calling itself. Else if number is greater than 0, we're going to have number is 1, which is going to print out the end of the phrase ha, number 2, which is going to print jeune, and then number 3, which is going to print few. Then after our if statement of number is equal to 3, we're going to call on itself using this phrase, using this line right here, fusion, and then we're going to put -1. So every time it calls itself, it's going to subtract 1 from the original number that we passed through the parameter. All right, so this is what happens when you in the code. So once you print it out, it's going to print out few dash jeune ha with exclamation marks and then done, just like we put in our method statements. So now it's time to move on to example 2. All right, for example 2, this also is inspired by my favorite TV show, DBZ. Similar to the first example, our base case is going to be number is equal to 0 or number is greater than 5. We're going to print out done. Otherwise, we're going to have these other if statements to print out every time your number hits a certain value. So if number is equal to 5, we're going to say ka, number is equal to 4, may, number equals to 3, ha, number equals to 2, may, and then 1, ha. Then when it reaches the base case, it's going to print out done. And outside of our ifs, we're going to subtract 1 from number, and then we're going to pass a number into our kamehameha method, which is going to call itself. And every time it calls itself, it's going to subtract 1. Watch what happens when we run this code. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now it's time to move on to our last example. All right, so for our last example, we're going to print out the first 10 even numbers. Our main method, we're going to call our 510 even method, which passes in 2. So we go down to our method body. Our base case is if number is greater than or equal to 22, we're going to print out done. Otherwise, it's going to print out number, and then every time it calls itself, it's going to add 2 to that number. So this is what happens. The first 10 even numbers, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Then when we get to 22, we're not going to print out 22, we're just going to print done. So that's pretty much how recursion works. If you have any questions, comment below. And don't forget to give this video a like. Alright, thank you for watching.